Yeah, hi everybody, Ryan here with you again. Did a video a little bit earlier about kind of what's going on out here on the road and what we got planned here for the week and for the weekend, the next week. But we're going to go ahead and change out this belt tensioner and fan belt here on the Cummins ISX 15 in my Kenworth. Basically, let's see what you're going to need. Obviously a new belt, tensioner, breaker bar. It feels like a 13 mil socket. Half inch fits on there a little bit snugger, so I'm going to use a half inch and a 3-inch long handled ratchet. So I'll go ahead and show you all that stuff again, and then we'll get started here. Alright, so like I said, we got a new fan belt. It's about $80 at Kenworth. I like to wear rubber gloves when I'm doing this stuff, that way it doesn't get down in your fingerprints and all that grease and that soot and stuff off the road. Got a new belt tensioner here. This was, I think, $292 before tax, and this actually is a Dayco, but it's a Cummins box. So I mean, you might be able to find that cheaper aftermarket someplace other than the Kenworth or Cummins, maybe Truck Pro. Then got a half-inch socket and a 13 mil. Half-inch breaker bar, and that is to take the tension off of the belt tensioner belt, to take the belt off. And then I got a long handled 3/8 ratchet. So what we're gonna do is I'll actually show you on the new one. So this hole right here is for a half-inch ratchet or a breaker bar, and that'll stick down in there, so that way you can take the tension off of it and take the belt loose, and then we can take the belt off. And we're gonna have to walk this fan. Obviously the fan belt is gonna be smaller diameter than what the fan is, so once we get it loose, we're gonna have to take it off and walk it around the fan blades. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready here, and we'll get started. Okay, as you can see, I got my breaker bar on here. The only thing we gotta do is push up on that. If you can see in there, you can see how the belt is loose now. So now I'm gonna have to set this down while I do this. But I'm gonna grab in there and take the belt loose. Alright, so I took the belt loose right up here at the alternator. You want to keep in mind how this belt is routed before you take it off, because it's got to be routed the same way, or the belt's going to come out too long or too short, or you'll have something spinning backwards, because the way everything's routed. If it ain't routed right, then you could be spinning the alternator or something backwards. So it's there's basically, I mean, for the most part, it's only going to go on there one way, or your belt, like I said, the belt's going to be too long or too short when you go back to put it together. So I need to get this tensioner, this breaker bar, and all that out of the way, and then we'll walk this belt off over the fan blades. Okay, so I got the belt off of all the pulleys, and as you can see, so you can pull it straight on the fan shaft there. Then what you're gonna have to do is work this over the fan blades. That's kind of hard to see, but you can actually Actually got plenty of slack down here. This is a little difficult to do with one hand. So much for these cheap rubber gloves too. I usually get the thick black ones at Harbor Freight, but you get all these people that think they need to drive around in their cars by themselves and wear rubber gloves and a mask while they're driving around by themselves. So you can't really find this stuff to actually do a job with it. On the other side. Alright, so there's the old belt, and I'm going to give you a tip. Don't throw that belt away, because you never know. I always save the last belt, because if something happens to the new one for something, I mean, you never know. I always put that one back in the box, in the little case here, and throw it in the truck and hold on to it, because like I said, you never know. There could be a defect, or you just never know. So it's always good to have a spare in there, because you never know where you're going to be. So now I'm going to go ahead, and this bolt right here is to take the actual tensioner off. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch because it's a little bit tighter. It's probably a little too tight, but I'd rather have it tighter than looser. So now your fan offends freely. With that off, and I'm going to tell you, if for some reason this won't break loose, you do not want to break that bolt off in there, because then to get that bolt out, you're most likely going to have to take the intercooler. You're going to take everything out the front of this if that bolt snaps off. And if you're in a position to where you got to tap that out, like I said, don't force it, especially if you're out on the road or something, because you could get yourself into big trouble. I am surprised that this came off that easy. that is the old tensioner. So take the bolt out. Looks pretty good. So it's 700,000 miles right there. So that's very surprising. No point in keeping this plug on because it is nothing left of it anyways. Now if you notice, there's that peg right here, and on that mount right there you can see on the top where that peg needs to go to index this right. So it's pretty simple. But to put this down, I'm going to put the camera down here. But I'll go ahead and put it on and get it started, then we'll come back. Alright, so we got the new tensioner installed. No big deal, went in really easy. I don't have a torque wrench with me. I mean, I would assume there probably is a torque spec on that. It's probably not too high. I'd probably say 35, 40-ish foot-pounds. I just tightened it to about the same force that it took me to remove that bolt in there. Next up, we got to run the belt, the new belt, around the fan blades in the same manner that we took the old one off. So we're just going to do the reverse step of that. So you have to walk that around. And this is probably going to take 2 hands. Yep. So I will try to do this one-handed. To get the last fan blades. So there we have it. So now that you got it back across the fan and the shaft, just gotta put everything back, line everything back up on the pulleys and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll put a breaker bar back on here and go up, take the tension off, and put the belt back on same way I took it off. So I'm gonna have to put this down in order to do that. But so it's the same process as taking it off, just this backwards. So okay, so I got the new belt on, but unfortunately my little diagram had a big tear right in the middle of where I needed to see the routing at. So it took me a minute or so to get it figured back out again. So you just want to get it on, be very careful, because I mean, I always leave the alternator as last, so get everything else on, and you'll kind of hold this belt underneath this alternator pulley on this particular truck, and you'll get everything routed, and that's when you'll put your breaker bar on, you know, and you'll pick up, and that'll take the tension off, and then you can use one hand to put tension on the pulley and your other hand to throw this other pulley on. Then make sure all the belts are lined up in all the lands, all those grooves on the pulley, and put the tension back on, check it out, and you're pretty well done. So then, you know, check your tension, make sure everything's working right. And that's pretty much it. So pretty simple job. I mean, even with doing this with one hand, it took me like less than 25 minutes, even with trying to figure out the belt routing. So pretty easy job. Hope that helps you out. Like I said, keep an eye on these belts and that these tensioners. This one has two of them because it has another one that runs the AC compressor back there. There's a smaller tensioner. It's right back here. That one was replaced already, and the pulley up there was replaced. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy job. Parts are kind of expensive. Like I said, you might be able to find those cheaper aftermarket. But I mean, if you got a 1/2-inch breaker bar and a little socket set and a ratchet, this is a pretty easy job for anybody to do. So that's pretty much it. Hope that helps you out. We'll see you next time. Subscribe, like us, like the video, and hit the bell for updates. We'll see you next time.